Good morning. Now I understand why I'm doing this. Excuse the wind, but it's a wondrous day. I actually got up before dawn today. I got up at 5:45 and it's absolutely amazing to be out in here, except it's going to be very windy and still wet and blustery. But the sky with all the rain is amazing. This is partly why I'm doing this, is just to be out in this amazing nature. Hopefully the wind's not too bad with this, but yeah, good morning. Wow, this is what I got up for. This is what it's about. It's coming out into listening to the bird song and feeling the wind on your face and just watching the sunrise, especially with all these clouds. These are very borealis clouds. If I was in WoW right now, I would definitely be in borealis, maybe saying hello to Jaina or whatever. So today is a Saturday, so that's cool. I've got the day ahead of me. Made a few plans with Mrs. Samadan as to what we're going to do. She's off out, so I took the opportunity to get up early this morning, even earlier than I was planning on doing it. I may pay the price later on. We'll see how that goes. I've got the WoW head blog. I write that every Saturday morning, so that's going to take my morning up. But it's great having this sense of freedom of time. So by giving myself these extra hours, by getting out and active, I've already done something which is really cool to start my day, and so it can only get better from here on in. Last night, I think even from doing this yesterday and having motivation, last night I was at like 8,800 steps, and rather than just I didn't make my target, I've walked up and down the hallway watching TV on my phone, and I managed to get my 10,000 steps, which is cool. Let's get a look at this. This is just amazing. I can see why photographers and stuff would come out this sort of time. It is just amazing clouds, amazing detail, amazing light, and you know, as I do sort of lighting a lot of the part in CGE and VFX land. Here comes the rain though. That's the downside of clouds, is it's going to start raining in a minute. So yeah, holding myself accountable was really good, because now I've done that. Hold on. There we go. So first target done. That's brilliant. Then also, I was watching TV on my phone, and I was thinking, okay, well, I could do a bit more. Like I said yesterday, maybe just an extra half hour, and so I took that opportunity and I went up and I sorted out my TSM groups for my patrons, and made a patron post, because you know, people are very, very kindly giving their money, their hard-earned cash, to support me on Patreon, and so being able to give back is really important to me. So sharing my TSM groups was really cool. I'm having loads of fun in Breath of the Lich King Classic at the moment, making my gold. I reckon I made it just enough for a token by the end of the month. So that was about 16,500 gold in 1 month. Now, if I bought a token there and then, I would wipe out all of my gold reserves, and I've got until the 30th of March before my 6-month sub kicks in again. So what I'm going to do is just give it a few more, maybe a week or two, and then I'll see if I can get up some reserves, because you need money to be able to flip things and buy things, so that's always important. Sorry, taking my time here because it's really really muddy. So it's going strong in in Wrath Classic, so I'm really enjoying that. Now, choices here: left down the fields or into the woods. Let's go into the woods. There's so many different routes to choose from here, and that might give me somewhat modicum a bit of shelter from the rain. No one around at the moment, which is nice. Means I can talk freely. I'm gonna go, yeah, that way's always usually quite muddy, so let's go this way. Got the light coming through just through here. It's amazing. So in terms of motivation, goals, things are working well. Holding myself accountable. The fact that I'm out here already probably won't come out tomorrow. Slightly busier day, but I'll see how things go. Really, it's one of those things we say. Me and my wife, it's like within structure becomes freedom. So I'm very fortunate in terms of like my work at the moment. I have the structure of the hours that I work, but outside of that, I have the freedom to do what I want, because that gives me the structure of a regular salary. It was much harder when I was freelance. So those bat boxes up here, bats should be coming out of hibernation soon. That'll be really cool. Disjointed like my mind. There's always 10 different things going on. So this is a good way of just trying to splurge it out and talks us through. So yeah, when I was freelance, it was very hard to get that structure, and when I was doing content creation between jobs, it was really hard then as well. But now I feel like I've got the right kind of balance, which is really nice. So I'm making the most of it this spring. So far, motivation's going well. Tick on that. Feeling really good about myself there. Just have to make sure that I keep the connection with the family, because one thing that I'm prone to do is hyperfixate on a new project or a new idea and just get completely obsessed over something. So if you do that, then I kind of lose connection with what else is going on in my life. There's kind of like so much brain space, and then I just start losing out, and then I'll lose out longer term, because that's not really what I want to do in terms of my values and things. So being mindful of that is important. But there's lots of exciting things to do. All these trees, I want to photogrammetry my Elwood Forest project. Didn't do much in the terms of like the photogrammetry side yesterday, but that's okay, because I started the Samadan Outdoors channel, which was kind of like the focus really. So getting something done personal project wise. So this is the second video that's coming out on there, and then I'm going to carry on with that. And then I've still got the VFX channel I want to start up. I guess my first thought is to do photogrammetry videos on that, just to talk about the 3D process I'm going through. I have to work out how I'm going to record that. So I love the process of recording and finding things out, and like what equipment I might need or things to aspire to in the future, because there's loads of stuff I want to do. It's very easy to think, oh, if only I had that bit of equipment before I get started, rather than just getting started with what you've got and then trying to upgrade from there as and when you measure some success with it. So it can be another barrier to entry. Now, choices. You could go over this way towards where the weir is and the waterfall, and the guards Rolf and Malachi. Let's go down here and have a look, because it's really full with all the rain we've been having. That's why it's so soggy. It's more like it's a cross between wetlands and Elwood Forest at the moment. But let's go over here. Hopefully the roaring the water isn't going to completely ruin things. It's a nice little view. And I love watching it sort of develop through the seasons. Right, my route normally is just down here on the left. See the sun rising now with all the peeking through the clouds. Lovely detail. Would be a good time to do some photogrammetry. Not quite bright enough yet though, so we'll see how that goes. So that's my train of thought. Here we go. This is just great. I love this. Just hearing all the water cascading down. It's not like a proper rocks waterfall, it's a weir coming out of the lake, but still, you know, just hearing water is amazing. I used to live by the beach. That was got me thinking actually about what else I want to talk about in these kind of videos. I mean, I can talk about my life in the VFX industry, the games industry, all sorts of other things. There we go. You can get some really nice shots here with some nice light. I mean, it looks pretty amazing at the moment. I might want to stop and take some photos. You can then go down there and get some nice low angle photos. That's always really nice. It's just great. It's just great being out in this. This is the point. This is what I love. And these trees, these trees are what I want to photogrammetry for their bark texture, for their details. So yeah, I've got lots of things I want to talk about. Let's go this way. It's a bit muddier. That's the main path. But this is the start of the journey. Not try and cram everything in one day. It's try to keep the ball rolling. That's the hardest thing. Look at that. There's lovely blue sky there coming through. Spring's on its way. That's fantastic. In terms of getting things done, the best way that works for me is just do something easy first to get the ball rolling. So like make a commitment. Okay, I'm just going to do, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to just do it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all. Set a timer and do it for 10 minutes. I don't usually have to set a timer, I just have to do. And once you start doing, then it's easier to keep doing. And then take appropriate breaks, of course. But at least you know that you've done something, you know, even if you have a list. I've got this diary book calendar thing that I've been using for the past few years. I get a new one each year, and it has great lists of holding sort of like not so much affirmations, but just working out what you want to do and things. And I haven't been using it properly. The way to use it is to have it open in front of you and look at it several times a day. Write down what you're doing as you're doing it, and then it's another level of accountability, which is what makes, for me anyway, things so much more doable. You know, do those little things to get the ball rolling. Have a list of things you can pick things from. Say, right, okay, I'm going to do this. It's not always working. There's some things I find things harder. Like I said yesterday, admin side of things are harder. Sort of like what I would class as maybe mundane or whatever, things that haven't got my brain sort of like fixated on at the time. Because when I do fixate on something, then it becomes all encompassing, and whilst that's great, you do sometimes lose sight of things, and I can lose focus and lose connection, which is the real shame, because at the end of the day it's not going to be what you're remembered by, or what you felt fulfilled by, if it comes at the cost of other people. But that's something to be mindful of. By carving this time out, I'm hoping that I do get this time to fixate on the things that you know, really interest me and I can share, and on top of that still have time in the rest of the day to, you know, connect with family and do things together and what have you. So with time comes balance, maybe. I don't know, I'm still working this out. I'm nearly 50 and I'm still working this stuff out. So the day looks good. I've got the whole day ahead of me. It's probably only about 7 o'clock now. I've got loads of time. So let's see what the day holds. Get at least the things I want to get done, like the blog, and sort the house out, and then the rest is me. I'll upload this later, so I'll have that, you know, ticked off. Maybe even get to play some WoW later on, or maybe tomorrow. That sounds like fun. So watch out for the murlocs down here. Lots of little lakes and things. Right, enough waffle for the day. Let's crack on. I'll take some nice photos, I think. Right, till next time. I'll see you soon.